Hey everybody, hope all is well. My name is Vanna May and welcome back to my channel. So today I was going to shoot a completely different video, but an incident happened today that I really need to address, and it has to do with setting boundaries and following your instincts and being safe on the road. So if you guys don't know me, I am a solo female RVer. I live full time in a Class C RV and I do what's called boondocking. So that means that I am off grid. I have my water, I have my composting toilet. I use a little Jackery, this little thing. I use this thing to charge up all of my electronics. I am completely off grid and I absolutely love it. And there are other people that live this lifestyle too, especially where I am now. So right now I'm at a community gathering out in public land where you can camp for 14 days and 14 nights. It's called BLM, Bureau of Land Management. And so I'm at this gathering with some of my closest nomadic friends, and I'm having a good time here. It's been great. But after a while, because this is my regular life, I do regular things that we all do day to day. Looks a little different, but I have to work. So I decided I would go camp out a little further so that I could get my work done, focus, hear nobody's conversations or copyrighted music while I shoot this video. So I moved out a ways. And so I found a quiet place to park and I was getting all settled in, getting ready to shoot my video. And so I'm getting ready and my RV's here. There's like a tiny wash, not even that big. So I'm parked here and this guy goes all the way around and parks directly right next to my RV, like very close. To the point where if he wanted to, he could just watch me in my RV. He can see everything that's going on. He was in my personal space and it made me very uncomfortable. Now, we're out in BLM land. There's plenty of space to park, but he decided to park there. Now, I usually don't do this, but because I know that the event's going on, I went out and politely asked him if he was going to park there, and he said yes, and I decided to move. Some people might say, well, you were there first. Why don't you claim your spot? As a nomad, as a solo female nomad, I think it's important to diffuse situations rather than escalate situations. I don't know what that person's carrying. I don't know what their intentions are. I don't know if they're under the influence. I don't know. So instead of arguing with this person or trying to get them to leave, kick them out, it's just better for my safety to just leave the situation. And that's the one thing that I do like about having a Class C RV versus a truck and trailer is I can go from my bed to my driver's seat, my kitchen to my driver's seat, and leave if I really need to. And while that kind of sucks, it blows. I didn't like that at all. It made me feel a little violated. It made me feel like this person kind of invaded my space. It'd be one thing if they were someone I knew, but I don't know this person. And what makes me nervous is not even the daytime, it's at night. When I am alone, I'm kind of away from my friends. Well, and that's where it gets a little uncomfortable, and that's when I decided to leave. And while I wish I could have stayed in that spot because I really enjoyed it, my safety comes first. And so following my instincts, I left and I found a quieter space to work. And I'm going to probably park next to my friends tonight. Now, I could have given that person the benefit of the doubt. They might have been, nothing could have happened and they could be a friendly person, but it's I don't know that. And how much am I going to risk my comfort and my sanity for a possibility that this person might be all right? I don't know. And what makes me feel I don't know is just how close they park to me. It's just a little weird when you have plenty of other options and you decide to park that close. So, yeah, that happened. And now that that's happened, I've been feeling a bit uncomfortable. It's also important in this lifestyle to be able to ground yourself and feel calm again. So, I made some tea for myself. I did some breath work. I did some yoga. I prayed a bit just so that I can feel normal again. Because when things happen, at least for me, when things happen to me, Sometimes I will overthink it or I'll get anxious, and it's important, especially being out in, nature, out in BLM land, or where I'm not close to, like, my friends and family. It's important to have these things to ground myself. It's also important to set boundaries. If I feel uncomfortable with someone, whether it was that situation or another situation, it's important to like say no and know where your limits are. And for me, I knew my limit was I didn't feel comfortable or safe with that person. I know I keep using that example, but it just happened. It's fresh in my mind. Being able to clearly say no and to be like, this is too much for me. I don't feel safe. I'm going to find a place where I do feel safe, became a top priority for me. And it's okay if you feel that way, where you don't feel safe with someone, or you feel like this person is pushing your boundaries or in your bubble. It's okay to step away or say no to situations that you don't want to be a part of. If you don't feel comfortable or safe in an area, please get up and leave. And if somebody is in your personal bubble and you don't know quite how to handle it, one recommendation I have for that is I do what's called the mirror talk. So whenever I have a conflict with somebody or I need to talk to somebody about something serious, what I will do is I will stand in front of my mirror right here, and I will just talk to myself about the things that I need to say. It helps me to see how I feel, because, you can see your emotions on your face. But it also helps me articulate exactly what I'm going to say to that person. And if it's a tough conversation, I'll go in my mirror and talk it out and then talk to them, because then it's like I've practiced what I need to say. I said it in a way where that person will understand. Or maybe they won't, but like where I feel like I'm understanding and processing how I'm feeling. So it's important to be able to set your boundary and know how to communicate with people when you have to set a boundary. It's also important because in this lifestyle, sometimes people might feel like they can take advantage of you, or they are using too much of your energy or time. It's okay to say no to things that don't align with how you are or how you're feeling today. It doesn't mean you can't say yes to them later, but it's okay to practice your no's and to mean it. And so that's something that I practice a lot. If somebody's asking too much of me, I will say no and limit what I can and cannot do for them. And it's okay to practice that and to know that about yourself. You don't have to say yes to everybody and everything. It's important to give yourself the amount of respect, the amount of consideration that you would give to someone else. Because I think sometimes we want to please others, especially in this lifestyle when you start meeting nomads. It's a very giving community, which is very great, but you have to know where your limits are. If you feel like you're over socializing, or if you feel like you're overextending yourself and then you're drained and you don't have any energy for yourself, it's okay to say no. It's okay to take space and to recharge your batteries, your inner batteries, not these batteries, but this battery, and feel whole again, so that you can go out and socialize, but also setting those boundaries where it's like, this is what I can do, but I can't do that. You'll meet a lot of different people, and some people don't know where your boundaries lie, so you have to be very clear on where they are, because no one else is going to set those boundaries for you. So with that said, I would love to hear if you have any advice or experiences with boundaries, people pushing your boundaries, how you set your boundaries, how you listen to your instincts. I would love to hear that. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I will get to the video I was intending to put in the beginning. This is not the video, but I think it's an important video for anyone that might have a hard time with boundaries or had experience with somebody stepping over your boundary or your personal space. Also, I'd like to announce that I have a website called vaname.com, and on there you can find all my articles, you can find my videos, my about me, and so much more. So please sign up for my newsletter too. Please like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you have a great day. Bye.